A great way to establish a little bit of dominance with Coda and for her to be socialized is to brush her out and to touch her in all the places that she would normally be touched, like if you were just petting her and loving on her. So what I mean by that is I'm just going to take the time to grab my brush and to get her to be a little bit submissive. Coda, lay down. Good girl. Very good girl. So what I do is I have them turn, roll over. Good girl. All the way down. I have her turn so that her back is towards me. And then if if she kept trying to get her mouth involved in what I was doing, I would say, no, Coda, lay down. Good girl. Notice how I say no, and then I go to, good girl, lay down. So I'm kind of cooing at her. But again, it's just so good for her to feel you touching her in all the places on her paw pads. And again, Coda is such a good girl. Lay down. That she really does a good job with this. I've had no issues. But I still like to cover it with you. Coda, lay down. Lay down. Good girl. If she keeps getting up, I'll even hold her elbow with my hand and use my other hand to brush her out. But it's just so good for her to feel this interaction with you. Coda, lay down. Good girl. Yeah. And for her to realize that you can kind of brush her out wherever you want. Notice how her legs are apart and that her tummy is towards me. She's kind of submitting to me with her eyes up at me. These are all really good signs that she's submissive. You guys have clearly done a good job with her because she doesn't have any issues. And she's a really good girl too. She's honestly just such a sweetheart, and she wants to make you happy. And that's why I try to establish these little rules with her so that she learns. Once she's submitting like this, then I kind of get her up. Come on, Coda. Good girl. Come. Coda, sit. I get her to look in my eyes. Good girl, because I'm affirming her. You just did a really good job. And then I would brush her out standing up too. You can do both, but it's just good for her to feel that interaction of her having to lay down for you too. And you can see she's shedding a little bit, and that's so normal for this age. But she does such a good job. So once I'm all done, I say, good girl again. Get her to look up at me again. Look at me in the eyes. She's assessing I'm her boss. Yes, I know. Thank you. But Coda is so sweet. You guys have done a really good job with her so far, so keep up the good work.